Well, Boston has a new Youth Poet Laureate. They are the third person to ever take on that role, beating out 9 other finalists for the prestigious position.
WBZ's Katrina Kincade learned more about their unconventional style and introduction to poetry.
There's a new poet in town.
I think it's so powerful.
Meet Parker-Vincent, Boston's new Youth Poet Laureate.
It's really writing diluted down to its most emotional.
The city surprised Parker with the position at a ceremony, beating out 9 other semifinalists.
So the picture they have of me when I found out, I look terrified because I'm like, what? What do you mean?
A sophomore at Boston Latin School from Roslindale, poetry wasn't always their thing.
I would go home all the time and be like, I hate reading poetry, I hate doing this, I don't understand what this means.
But after experimenting with writing songs, they eventually turned into poems.
I really enjoyed that there were no rules and that I could keep going back and back to something and it could mean different things every time.
As the new Youth Poet Laureate, Parker gets to publish a book that will be made available at all Boston Public Library branches. They want the book to be a representation of them and the importance of community.
I just want it to be new. I want it to be experimental. I want it to be things that people haven't seen before, haven't seen written about. I want it to make people uncomfortable, but I want it to make people seen.
As for a preview,
I have a title, but, gotta keep that on lock.
Parker encourages any young person looking to write poetry to not be defined by traditional rules.
It can mean so many different things to so many different people, so really pour your own meaning into it and keep going with it.
In Boston, Katrina Kincade, WBZ News.
Wow. So much talent, and Parker makes a great point there. People kind of freak out a little bit when it comes to poetry because they don't know if they're supposed to match up to the things they've read before. Just be yourself.
I love that they said, yeah, there are no rules.
No rules.
But poetry is a discipline. It's very hard.
Very difficult.